Hi guys, and happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a beautiful Tuesday. We're going to do another of our fun Halloween haunts, and we're going to keep these going all the way to Halloween. And I did take you on Sunday to Big Lots and Another Spirit, but I'll tell you about those in a little bit. First, I'm going to give you some trivia, some Halloween trivia. I have 4 Halloween trivia questions, and I'm going to answer them at the end of the video. So, here we go. In what year did the famous Haunted Mansion open at Disneyland in California? Disneyland, not Disney World, okay? Then we got, though a popular image in movies and art, a full moon on Halloween only occurs roughly once every how many years? This was fascinating to me. I'll tell you at the end. Commonly handed out during Halloween, what decade did the fun size candy bar originate? Another one that the answer blew my mind. According to the National Confectioners Association, around how many pounds of candy corn are produced each year? Candy corn means autumn. It means Halloween. My mother loves it. I think it's like wax. I think it tastes like wax mixed with sugar. So I never really liked it. But I know it's a popular thing, you know. But anyway, what else do we want to talk about? I got the first of the Oktoberfest brews. It's not October yet, but Oktoberfest brews are out now. So I got the Brooklyn Brewery's Oktoberfest. Brooklyn Brewery is one of my favorite breweries, as everyone probably knows. And I felt like Oktoberfest. Let's go through a couple of the movies I've been watching recently. Oh boy, I've been getting very into horror. You know, I watch horror movies from now till Halloween. But I've been rewatching all the Terrifier series because Art the Clown is one of my favorites. But I will tell you that Terrifier is not for the faint of heart. I watched the original Terrifier, the short. Terrifier was originally done as a short film, and Damien Leone was approached, and people said, you know, we want you to make a full length, you know. But the short was great. The first thing he did was All Hallows Eve, which kind of was... It was okay. I mean, it wasn't like the Terrifier movies, but it was good. And the original short is actually in that film. And the short came out in 2011. All Hallows Eve came out in 2013. Then the first Terrifier came out in 2016. One of my favorite movies ever. Terrifier 2, 2022. Amazing. Like I said, not for the faint of heart. And now they're releasing Terrifier 3 on October 11th. And they say this one even pushes the boundaries further. So, I don't know. I don't think I can see it in a theater. I'll wait till it comes on streaming, you know, but because there's no way I can say. I watched Terrifier and Terrifier 2 in the same night, and I had trouble sleeping. Now, I'm a horror fan, and I still had trouble sleeping, if you can believe it. Then I watched the Poughkeepsie tapes. Now, the Poughkeepsie tapes is kind of like a, they did like a found footage kind of scenario, like the Blair Witch Project. Do you remember that? I remember being in a restaurant and the Blair Witch Project commercial came on, and I said, oh my God, I have to see that. I said, I think it's real. Like, they promoted it as real. Like, this was the first of the found footage kind of movies that came out, the Blair Witch Project. And now it's a little bit laughable, but it's still great. I mean, really great. But then I watched the Poughkeepsie tapes. I've been wanting to see that for a while. It finally came on Tubi. And that came out in 2007. And it was good. I enjoyed that one a lot. What else did I watch? Oh boy, I watched what's his name? Eli Roth, Hostel, and Hostel 2. Eli Roth, since Hostel, has done The Green Inferno, which is one of my favorites. But Hostel and Hostel 2, great, great films. Hostel 2 is better than 1, and that's kind of weird because usually sequels are not as good, or, successive movies are not as good as the first. But Hostel 2 far surpassed Hostel 1, and if you're a fan of Eli Roth, I would definitely recommend that. I rewatched The Lords of Salem. Of course, the great Rob Zombie, one of my favorites. It's the one horror film I got Raymond to watch while he was visiting here. And because I knew he didn't like slash and gore. So I said, I think you'll like this one. And he really, really, really did. And, then I watched Piggy. Wow. Piggy was amazing. 2022, a Spanish horror film, but made by a female filmmaker. Wow. Carlotta Pereda. And at first I started watching, I was like, it's kind of slow moving. Then it just goes wild. It is so great. And it makes a statement about bullying, and I really, really enjoyed that. What else did I watch? I watched one more thing, Candyland, another one that started out really a little too, I don't even know how to say it, a little too porno for me, but it turned out to be really good. And there is a religious cult aspect of this film that made it outstanding. So Candyland, that was 2023. Really good stuff. All of these are either on YouTube or Tubi. Tubi has a lot of great horror films right now, and all for free, of course. If you have a smart TV or a computer, just sign on to Tubi, and you can get a lot of these films. But I recommend every one that I watched. Of course, Lords of Salem is just a favorite of mine from a long time. The Terrifier series, favorites of mine. Piggy's brand new to me. I saw somebody here on YouTube that was talking about horror films that are a must, like lesser known, lesser watched horror films that he says he need to be out there, and I really enjoyed Piggy. I thought Piggy was outstanding. I'm really sorry I hadn't seen that before, because that's a good one. All right. What else? Oh, I got a couple of eBay things. Oh, yes. I got the clip-in light for the big pumpkin blow mold, and he looks amazing, and he's right here. And the other thing I got is so exciting to me as a horror and Frankenstein especially collector. So it is a full scale 1-to-1 Boris Karloff test mold prototype head form. It's very fragile and very amazing, and I can't believe I won it. And I have a stand coming for it because it really needs to have a stand because it's very, very fragile, and I didn't want to bring it over here to show you, but I have plenty of pictures of him to show you because I don't want to move him so much. I want him on his stand. So I'm waiting for the stand to come, but he is absolutely amazing, and he's right here. So, you know me and Frankenstein. We go way back, and I love him. One of those misunderstood monsters, sensitive monsters. He didn't mean to be mean or a killer or anything like that. He had an abnormal brain, and he was mistreated. So Frankenstein is a lot of people's favorite monster, no doubt. All right, so Sunday, remember I said I couldn't figure out what to make. Well, that morning I got an email. I'm on a lot of lists for recipes. Um, and that morning I got one for pork chops and pierogies. So that's what we made. And it was so delicious. It was real German style. It had like a sour cream sauce. It was absolutely delicious. I mean, it was so good. So we went and got our ingredients at Lidl, and then we went over to Big Lots before Spirit opened. And Spirit Big Lots had some great things, and everything was 20% off Sunday. Everything in the store. So I said to my mom, "Is this place going out of business?" I mean, it was like so weird. But they had some really, really, really cool things. I didn't buy anything in there, but there were a couple of things that intrigued me and caught my eye, but I just didn't, I was waiting to go to Spirit. We went to the first Spirit, which is the big Spirit that I was talking about. And online it says they open at 10. When we got there, the sign on the door said 11. But the guy in front of us opened the door, and it was not locked. And he opened the door and looked inside. It's all dark. So I said to him, "Are they not open?" He said, "I don't know. I just opened the door and there's nobody in there." So I got out of the car. I opened the door. I stood in the front door. I looked around. No lights. The door was unlocked. So we figured some idiot kid probably left the door open the night before. This place could have been robbed blind, right? But me and my mom made this whole scenario oh, maybe it's like a horror movie where a psycho killer came in, killed all the store employees, and they're in the back stock room. You know what I mean? That's exactly what it reminded me of, I said, now there's a movie for you. There is a movie for you. So we were like, wow. I said, "What time is it?" She said 10:15. I said, "I'm not waiting 45 minutes for this place to open, especially if the people are dead in the back stock room." So we went to another one up the highway. And it wound up being a small one, and it didn't have the full carnival display once again, because that's what I wanted to do, was take you to the full carnival display. And they didn't have it either. They just had that little 4 thing. like they had at the one I took you to the first time. But this one had an animated Art the Clown. So that was kind of fun. So I'm going to take you over there and show you Big Lots and the Little Spirit that we went to. Push buttons, though. He's cute. Maybe. Well, no, these are definitely animatronics. These two. No. Well, you see, it's on sale. It's 128. Yeah, that's not bad at all. These are so cute. So cute.
There are few who deny it. What I do, I am the best. For my talents are renowned far and wide.
These are beautiful.
The haunted radio conjures up voices from... The haunted radio conjures up voices from beyond the grave. By turning the dial, you can choose from a variety of spooky old-time radio shows with eerie sound effects or some creepy music tracks. All made to liven up your haunted house or
Oh, that is so cute. So cute.
The haunted radio.
These are awesome. Mm.
Sunday, 10 a.m.
Wonder Webworth. Smells funky. Oh, this is another small one. It doesn't have the full carnival. Again. He's cute. That's Art the Clown. That's pretty cool, that thing. What? Oh. Huh, that's cool. Look like a shore stand. I like art. Look at him. Yeah. No. So, it's always fun. I don't care. It's always fun going in a Spirit. It's always fun going in any store that has lots of Halloween decor and stuff. But I was just disappointed that it was such a small Spirit. And they didn't have the full carnival, because I wanted my mom to see the full carnival display. And I wanted to take you guys to the full carnival. But it didn't happen. Maybe we'll go one day, during the week, up to that same big Spirit where the kids are probably dead in the stock room, but whatever. And we'll check that one out, because we could see when we opened the wide open front door, that it did have the big display. I was so tempted to walk right in, and my mom was hitting my arm saying, "Look, it says security cameras." I was like, okay. But anyway, so in the Spirit we wound up in, I bought the Halloween history trivia game. That's where we got our cards from with the questions in the beginning. Look how cool and vintage, and it's in like a little, mint tin kind of thing with a sliding top. It's really cool. Really, really cool. Sliding top on the tin and a very vintage looking cover. Isn't that great? Loved it. And then I got this hat, which I've been wanting. This is the Draculaura hat from Monster High. But I just love the color. And when my hair is super purple, this hat will go wonderfully. And look at the spiderweb design on the brim. It's really pretty. It says Draculaura in the front. Very, very fun. Of course, we got our 20% off. We spent next to nothing in there. It was really, really fun. I got a couple of Temu things that I've been waiting for. I got this shirt that I'm wearing. It says Salem 1692. They missed one. Isn't that great? They missed one. Very fun. And down the back, it has phases of the moon. right down the middle of the back. It's really cool. It's cotton. Do you believe it's cotton? Can't wait to tell my cousin it is cotton. But I absolutely love this tank top. It's beautiful. I'll be wearing this constantly. I got a pair of jeans. Now, this is another first for me because you know what I say about their clothes often. But these actually turned out to be really nice. I mean, I don't know. They're distressed jeans the way I like it, you know. And they got orange polka dot fabric in between here. But the coolest thing is at the bottom of the leg, they have a pumpkin. Look at that. Is that the cutest thing ever? These are adorable. So I was pretty happy with that. I was actually quite pleased with that. And then I got this beautiful cardigan sweater with pumpkins all over it. Look at that. I wish I had this early this morning. This was actually just delivered. But this morning it was so cold here. I was actually chilly. I had to put a sweatshirt on. So I wish I had this morning. It's absolutely adorable. It's a cardigan sweater, button-down cardigan with pumpkins all over it. Isn't that adorable? Very, very happy with that. And then I got these 3 Halloween bracelets. One has pumpkins, and these 2 have skulls. This one has black skull faces, and this one has pumpkin-colored skull faces. You can probably see them a little bit better. But I love these. They're so cute. And then I got, for my mom, I got a bracelet with footballs, a helmet. It says, I love football, that kind of stuff. My mother's a big football fan, so I think she'll really enjoy that. So I'll give that to her on Sunday. It has a heart. It has I love football. It has a football itself. It has a guy running, like making a touchdown or whatever. Trying to make a touchdown. And then it has a helmet. So it has a bunch of charms on it. It's really cool. I think she's going to love that. So I think that is everything. I got this super cute, went to the Dollar Tree on Sunday too, and I got this adorable pot holder. Pumpkin pot holder. Isn't this adorable? And it has a pocket in the back for your hand so that you can put your hand inside and grab the handle or whatever. But I had to get this because we bought 2 of these for my mom last week because I cook a lot over there, you know. So, and we always need 2 to take something out of the oven. But this, I got myself one also. Needed one. I think it's so cute. Before they were sold out. And I think that's about it. Oh, one more thing I wanted to talk about. The Knox vintage stuff auction. Kurt Knock does 2 78 record auctions per year. But this year he's starting a new thing, and this is auction number 1 of vintage record stuff, collectibles, you know, like I don't know, advertising pieces he's got in there. He's got some of those dancers that go on top of your 78 player like I have. He has a Rastus and a couple of others. Some really cool a lot of advertising pieces, a lot of store pieces, RCA stands that hold records, and he had a transcription box from the Army, which I would love to have. I have a ton of transcriptions, and if I could win that box and put the transcriptions in there, I'd be very happy. He had a little Brunswick record player bank. some really amazing things. Now, I don't think I have the, I don't even think he's released the date of the auction. I'm not sure what the date of the auction is yet. But right now he's putting a series of videos on YouTube showing some of the stuff that's going to be available. And I am just loving watching him show this stuff because just amazing things. So anyway, and Nock's been doing auctions for how long? I've known him for at least 15 years maybe. And me and Raymond met him at the Antique Phonograph Show, and just a really, really, really great guy. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, look up the Knox auction of vintage memorabilia #1. All right. The answers to our trivia questions. In what year did the famous Haunted Mansion open at Disneyland in California? The answer is 1969. Though a popular image in movies and art, a full moon on Halloween only occurs roughly once every 19 years. And my mom checked the calendar as soon as we saw that, and she said this year I think it's October 17th. So once every 19 years do we get a full moon on Halloween. Wow. And I guess when there's a full moon on Halloween, it's probably a crazy, crazy night, right? All the werewolves are out, I bet. All right. Commonly handed out at Halloween during what decade did the fun-size candy bar originate? The 30s. Who knew? I thought that was a modern phenomenon. The little candies, the little instead of the full bar. Because when I was a little kid, I don't ever remember getting the fun size. We either got like full candy bars or stupid things like bubble gum or lollipops. A lot. When I was a kid, a big thing was those popcorn balls in the cellophane. A lot of people gave those out back in the day. I think they made them themselves. But our parents knew all the neighbors back in the day, and it was safe. Now, people don't let their kids eat anything, anything that isn't wrapped for sure. And a lot of people don't even let their kids eat candy anymore. They limit the candy. I think that's a big part of why Halloween is kind of like dying. Well, not Halloween itself, but trick-or-treating. I think that's why it's probably dying. All right, our last trivia question was, according to the National Confectioners Association, around how many pounds of candy corn are produced each year? And that would be 35 million pounds. Wow, that's a lot of candy corn. And I do have candy corns. I got a candy corn tattoo over here. See my candy corns? So, anyway, that's about it for me. More Halloween hunting, lots and lots of fun. We will keep doing this all the way until Halloween. I hope you're having a magical, mystical, musical Tuesday. Comment, subscribe, spread that love. Tink merch below, Radio Tink podcast link below, Patreon link below, Buy Me a Brew link below. And until next time, remember, in a black and white world, live a Technicolor life. And I will see you all in the next one. I love you all. Mwah. Have a great rest of the week.